Hey, what is going on, Scorpios? Butch here. I'm going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'm actually doing a poll in my community. Check that out. Let me know what you think. Everyone's opinion matters. And if you're new to the channel, you like the content, stick around, stay a while. We got room. Everyone is welcome here. I am going to be using the Pulp Tarot. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what is going on for Scorpios? What message do we have for Scorpios, universe? What can we see for Scorpios? Need 2 more shuffles for Scorpio. First thing I see, Scorpios, is I feel like this energy that's around you is someone that you already know. Now, with this person, I feel like this person is just chock full of hidden agendas. I feel like this person... I feel bad for this person, and you'll see why in a minute. I feel like this person is playing games with you. I feel like this person, we got that player energy. I feel like this person is chasing you around, looking at you as a possible ATM, a living, breathing ATM. They're trying to get with you or trying to stay with you because it keeps their stability going. They're looking at what you can give them, not what they can give you. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this person knows they need you. They can't do it without you. This is someone, I feel like when push comes to shove, they don't or won't show up. They won't put in the work. I feel like this person keeps you at a distance. And that's because they don't want you to see. They're playing games and they think you don't know. And that's why I feel bad for this person. They think they're being real clever. We have that 2 of Swords. They think they're doing something that you don't see. But you see it. They're acting like they're all of that in a bag of chips here. They want you to believe that. They're trying to convince you of it. But I don't think you're convinced. Why I find that funny is because of all the signs. Now, people have different opinions on this. My opinion, all the signs I don't want to piss off is a Scorpio. My sister's a Scorpio. My big sister. And I'm telling you, you don't want to be on her bad side. I have a lot of different friends with a lot of different signs in my friend group, in my family group, and there's nobody I'm more scared of than her. So good luck to this person. You can't trust this person. I feel like you already know you can't trust this person. You know, I do get a sense that there's an internal struggle within you, because I feel like this person is really good at playing the game. But I feel like the internal struggle in you is that you know damn well they're playing a game. But there's a part of you that's trying to give this person the benefit of the doubt. Because you're thinking, hell no, this person isn't going to try to screw me over. But I'm telling you, what I see here is that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're not here to give, they're here to take. They're not giving you shit. And I feel like it's going to cause a lot of chaos. You know, they think they're outsmarting you. But like I said, I feel like you already know what I'm saying to you. And I feel like it may not be what you want to hear, but I'm not always going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit, because I don't. That's not doing you any justice and ain't doing me any justice. You know, I feel like this person's a talker. I mean, like I said, I feel like this person's a talker and a bullshitter. They're good at both. But I feel like this person's in and out. You know, I feel like this person can't be consistent. I feel like when they're in, you know, that hot and cold energy with that Five of Pentacles, you know, the moment that you shut them down for good, they're gone. But as long as they feel like there's hope, they're going to keep playing that game. And now with that Knight of Swords, it's like that very quick moving energy. I always like to describe it, like in this kind of general sense, is like a magician. You got them over here. They're like, here, look at this, and they're doing some crazy shit over here. You know, they don't want you to see that, so they're putting this right up in there. It's quick moving energy. They want to move quickly. They don't want you to see the cutscene. They don't want you to see what's behind the curtain. But I feel like you see it. You know, like I said, I feel like this person is promising you a bucket of ice cubes that an hour in the sun ain't going to be worth nothing but a bucket of water. They're trying to convince you they're not who you think they are, and I feel like that's giving you a little bit of trouble, because I feel like at the end of the day you're a good person and you want to trust in people, but this person doesn't deserve your trust. You know, this person isn't going to change. We have the Six of Swords in reverse. There's no changing. There's no transformation. We also have the Death card in reverse. There's nothing changing about this person. The only thing that changes with this person is their approach. When they feel like they got shut down one way, they're going to come at you another way. And I feel like they're very good at deflecting. I feel like they're going to try to always make it feel like anything that goes wrong is your fault. And some people, the masters of words, I call them, or masters of lies, whatever you want to call it, you know, they try to convince you that there's something that they're not. And once you expose them, they try to put that blame on you. They try to blame you for seeing it a different way. They're trying to blame you for being negative. They're trying to blame you for having this outlook and this, you know, it's almost like when someone says to you, you know, you say, okay, you know what, you're full of shit. Like, oh, you're just so skeptical. You know, you don't believe anything. You know, and they try to put that on you. They try to change the narrative. You know, this person is not on the same page, and all I see is chaos that this person brings. Like, there's no part of this person that's being authentic with you. There's no part of this person that is being honest. The only thing that they may be honest about, which I don't even know if they're being honest about that, is they believe that they need you. And they're going to want you to believe that they need you. But they don't need you. They need what you have to offer. They need your resources. It's a very energy vampire type energy with this person. This is not someone you want in your life, and I feel like you already know that. You know, like I said, there's a lot of quick moving energy. You know, I honestly, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, and I don't know if this is going to make you feel better or worse about this read. I've never seen so many reverse cards in a read. Like, there's no part of this person that I feel like is redeemable because of the fact that this person is not letting up the game. They're continuing to play the game. Even when you catch them in the game, they switch up the game and try to make you feel like you're doing something wrong. Now, like I said, this could be someone that you're involved with already, or someone that's trying to get involved with you. But either way, they bring nothing to you. You know, this is I mean, I don't like being rude, but they just seem like a leech, like an energy vampire. Very narcissistic energy coming from this person. You know, they're after what's good for them, and when it's not good for them anymore, this person will be so gone. But right now, you're a prospect for them, a prospect for what you can do for them. And I'm not seeing any emotional connection whatsoever. You know, I feel a very emptiness in this person. And like I said, I mean, I feel bad for them because they're trying to screw with a Scorpio, and that's not great. That's not good for anybody. Just trust me. I not just my sister, but I know other Scorpios, great people. Don't piss them off. My sister's the most loving person ever, but you piss her off, you'll never get a second chance to screw her around. I mean, obviously, I've pissed her off and got away with it because I'm her brother. But one thing with the Scorpios, once you get on their bad side, it is damn near impossible to get back on their good side. Now, like I said, with me, it's a little different. She's my sister. She puts up with my shit. She's 12 years older than me, and when I was a kid, I used to rat her out for everything. Even things I know she didn't do. Anyway, I'll get into that in a minute. Like I said, with this person, they're looking at what you can do for them. They're looking at you as a cash cow, as a walking ATM. You know, it's what you can bring for them. You are a prospect, and that's it. And the silver lining to this read, because I always love to put a silver lining on it, because I don't like, I'll give you the truth, and sometimes it's not going to be the greatest, and it's not going to be what you want to hear. But the silver lining to this read is the sooner you get this person in your life, the sooner you can move on to someone that actually brings something to you. That's something, you know, once you let go of this anchor that's going to hold you down, which is all they're going to do, you can move on. You know, once you shut this door, then you can open another. And that's the silver lining. Now, you know, and like I said, I feel like you already know. So I'm not really telling you anything you don't already know. I guess I'm just reiterating the truth. Now with this person, we have Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Like a low vibe Capricorn energy with this, that narcissistic energy. You know, we had that Scorpio energy with that death card in reverse. We have Sagittarius and Leo. And we have some Aquarius and Libra. Possibly even some Gemini. Yeah, for story time. I know this is really kind of nothing to do with the read, but my story time is just kind of whatever I'm thinking about during the read. And sometimes it really reflects or is relevant to the read. This may not be as relevant, but when I was a kid, I remember my sister used to have this friend that used to come over. I'm not going to say her name because I know she watches, but you know who you are. She used to come over and smoke. And my dad was a smoker, and this is back when people smoked in their house. My dad smoked in the house. We had big old ashtrays and stuff in the house. But anyway, my dad was always against us smoking. Like, my dad would freak out over it because most people that had the addiction of smoking knew it was bad and tried to keep everybody else from doing it while doing it, which makes no sense. But anyway, I remember my sister was about 8, no. Can't remember how old she was, but I was really young. And my dad had a rule: nobody's allowed to smoke in our house. Not my brother, not my sister, obviously not me, because I think I was like 5 years old at the time. But anyway, her friend used to come over and smoke all the time, and she'd hide her ashtray in the bottom drawer of my sister's dresser. Now, my sister pissed me off one day, and I remember telling my dad, there's an ashtray in the bottom drawer. So my sister was in the predicament where my dad found it. My dad approached her about it, and my dad was pissed. She had a choice. She could admit that it was hers. She could admit that it was her friend's, and her friend probably wouldn't be able to come over anymore. So, but to be fair, she pissed me off because she got me in trouble. And she used to babysit me all the time too, and she used to be really mean to me. Not mean, like when I grew up, I realized that she wasn't being mean. She was just like a second mother to me. But she was my sister, so I took it as, shots fired. So I fired back. And it was one of the worst decisions I ever made, because I paid for that for the next 10 years. My sister never let me live that down. And that's what I mean about pissing off a Scorpio. She got vindictive with that shit. Like I remember she threw a box of my G.I. Joes into a fire when I was like 10. She donated I'm a Montreal Canadiens fan for hockey. And I remember she donated my favorite jersey to, like, I was gone for the weekend to my mom's. My parents were never together. They split up when I was 3 months old, so I don't remember them ever together. But anyway, I was at my mom's, and my dad was going around the house, getting stuff and donating it. And he got her to help him out, and she went in my room, and she took my jersey, and she donated it, and I was so pissed. Just all kinds of crazy things. Like she was vindictive. I love her. I mean, we have a great relationship now that I'm a mature adult, but I poked the bear. She pissed me off, but what she did wasn't the point. When I pissed her off, that was the point. I was done after I pissed her off. I was like, oh, okay, I won. I didn't win. I suffered for the next 10 years, 10 plus years, until she moved out. And, but to leave that story, she is like my second mother. She was like a fierce bear. Like, anybody messes with me, and it wasn't my brother you had to worry about, it was my sister. Very protective, very loving. Like I said, we have a good relationship, a great relationship now. We always really did. It was just kind of like a brother-sister war that we had going on, but I stopped being in that war after I ratted her out with the cigarettes. The next 10 years was all her. That was payback. Just everything. I mean, I remember one time I was probably 12 or 13. She took some nudie magazines and hid them under my bed and then told my dad about them. And they weren't mine. I think they were my brother's. My brother is a year and a half older than my sister. She did all kinds of crazy things to me. I remember she made me, she used to have this special meal that she used to make. It was the goulash, and everybody that watches probably knows somebody that does the goulash. The elbow noodles, tomato soup, and hamburger. Anyway, I remember she made it from one time. She always used to make it. So I ate it, and she said, was it good? I said, yeah, it was pretty good. It was all right, whatever. And then she told me she put dog food in it instead of hamburger. And I'd never been so sick. And then she came in the thing, and I told my dad, I'm like, she put dog food. She's like, I wouldn't put dog food in your food. And she didn't, but she had me convinced that she did. Like, that was, she mentally tore me down. It was my own damn fault, though. I was, like I said, I was like 5 or 6, and I ratted her out. and for something I know she didn't do. And she did end up taking the blame for it because she didn't want her friend she didn't want her friend banned from the house. But the story wasn't really relevant, but it's relevant for all the cross watchers that are trying to piss off a Scorpio. Just know what you're getting into. Because, I mean, you know, the Scorpios that I know, they'll get medieval on your ass. And, you know, that's DEFCON 4. I think DEFCON 4 is the worst. I'm not really sure. But don't piss off a Scorpio. It's not going to be good. It's not going to end well. And that's why I said I felt bad for them the first 3 weeks. I was like, no. You know when you're watching someone do something stupid, and you know it's stupid, but you continue to watch them because you're like, I just can't take my eyes away. I know this is going to work out bad for you, but I'm going to watch it anyway. That's kind of like what this reel is. Anyway, be good. Take care. Stay safe.